Hello, I'm Deacon Mike Castanza here with my son, Justin Castanza. And one of the coolest things, one of the biggest blessings in life these days is being a grandfather. It's a calling, like being married and having children, and then God has blessed us with grandchildren. And one of the coolest things is working it together, being together as father and son, and then his children, and we have other children. We have 12 grandchildren altogether, all of which are unique and individual, and all of my children are different, and the grandchildren are different, and it's the way God made us. And God called us to serve each other with love, as a local place called Chappie's talks about. But I tell you what, it's a real joy to be a grandfather and influence my children, but also grandchildren, and be an example of hopefully how we love each other and love God.
And it's a joy for me to get to watch my dad, who has always been my dad, be a grandfather to my 3 children and to, my nieces and nephews, 12, a baker's dozen if Alex will do his job. And they get to grow up with amazing grandparents right here in town. My kids are spoiled, both sets of grandparents within a mile of our house right here in Montgomery. And they get to see you at Mass, get to be with you at church, get to go out to eat and see you and Mom live your life. And that is special because, I may not get it right all the time, so at least they have one good example.
Well, they have lots of good examples, but it is nice being able to do it as a team. And speaking of a team, grandmother in this scenario, they call her Siti. Diana's Lebanese, and the Lebanese say Siti for grandmother. So all the grandchildren love Siti and look up to her. And it's fun to watch them love their Siti, their grandmother. It's also fun to get them alone sometimes when I don't have that competition.
One at a time. And the best thing, I didn't tell them this in advance, the best thing is that my kids know that even when my hair falls out, I'm going to look good.
That's right. We're going to look real good. One of the things, too, that we bring into our life is, my parents and Diane's parents were grandparents to you guys. And so we're really, and Barbara Deep is still around. And so we have 4 generations of this grandparenting thing going on. And Mike Deep and Angelo Costanza, Paula Costanza, who have gone on, were great influence in y'all's life. And so we've benefited from that. So I'd urge you all to be a grandparent and love your children and let them love their children and help them. We're all trying to get to heaven. Let's do it together.
And when he's done with the grandkids, he gets to give them back to me, and that's a plus too. On behalf of all the Costanza grandkids, I'm Justin Costanza.
And I'm Deacon Mike Costanza.
And go Knights!